So let's say you're flying and I'm your pilot. You got Dr. J flying the plane. We're about halfway through our trip. We got about 2 hours to our destination. We're headed to Mexico. And then all of a sudden you hear me come over the intercom and I say, ladies and gentlemen, no need to worry. The plane is flying fine. We definitely still have all 4 of our engines working. Nothing is wrong with any of our engines, and there's no need to be concerned. Thank you for flying with us. You'd probably be pretty nervous if I said that, right? Well, that's exactly what Oracle's social media team did on Monday around noon. Let's walk through the timeline, and then I'm going to tell you how it got even worse for them. So rewind to Sunday. Oracle announces they're getting $50 billion in funding, which is awesome news for the investors. Market is happy, and the stock jumps up 2% on Monday morning. Then around noon Eastern time, despite nobody asking, the social media team at Oracle, which again, by the way, why does a tech company need a social media team? Tweets the following. Nobody asked, unprompted. They just tweet this out of the blue. The NVIDIA OpenAI deal has zero impact on our financial relationship with OpenAI. We remain highly confident in OpenAI's ability to raise funds and meet its commitments. Like, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? I wasn't worried. Now I'm worried. After this tweet went out, the stock cratered. And if you're new here, I have a video on the NVIDIA OpenAI $100 billion deal falling through. That came out on Saturday. Go watch that if you need to catch up on some context there. But essentially, big deal fell through. Big signal that NVIDIA is not confident in OpenAI's ability to deliver on the tech that they've promised. And so despite nobody asking, no questions, no controversy, Oracle is just like, we're confident and everything is fine. One well-known VC, Alex Kalichich, had a great reaction. He said it's, quote, literally bank run language. Yeah, correct. And they do this because they think you, the American public, are stupid, that you are not a techie, you are not a finance bro, you cannot possibly understand the mechanics at play here. And so you can be easily manipulated with words. You don't need stats. And that's what we're breaking out on the channel, is the stats and the motivation behind these words. And so when they say we're confident, the translation is we're terrified, and we need you to not be terrified because we need your money. There is a reason that your Bank of America account doesn't have a bank run on it. And that's because Bank of America social media team, again, why does a bank need a social media team, doesn't tweet your deposits are safe on a random Wednesday. That would cause a bank run. If we look at Oracle's stock over the past 6 months as well, they are clearly in trouble. They are down nearly 40% over the last 6 months. Nearly half of the company's value has been wiped out. They did not need this extra attention when they just had a decent recovery day and managed to raise some money. So I'm following this story, and then I get a news alert on my phone. And the news alert, I'll translate for you, basically says, "Sir, bad news. A second plane has hit Oracle." On Tuesday, first thing in the morning, the social media team at Oracle issues another tweet that nobody asked about. This one reads, "Our partners' financing for the Doña Ana County, New Mexico, Shackelford County, Texas, and Port Washington, Wisconsin data centers are secured at market standard rates, progressing through final syndication on a schedule and consistent with investment grade deals." Bro, nobody asked, why are you tweeting this? I was already nervous. Now I'm way more nervous. What are you talking about? Why are you doing this? So they effed up and they created a narrative on Monday that we're in trouble because people saw through it. They thought you were dumb. And then the market said, actually, no, like that's concerning to me. I'm going to yank my shares out of Oracle. And then they tried to get out of the narrative by doing another one of these proactive tweets that actually looks worse because they're talking about how their financing is secure. Like, bro, I just expected your financing was secure. I didn't need proactive reassurance from you. And now I'm very concerned. So the problem compounds. And so in a 5-day period, Oracle stock down 12% more. So I'm following this story and I wake up again today and I get a news alert on my phone. I'll translate that news alert for you into my language. It says, "Sir, bad news. A third plane has hit. This time it hit NVIDIA." So software sell-off is accelerating, like I predicted in my video when the OpenAI NVIDIA deal was off on Saturday. But Oracle accelerates it with their tweet. They accelerate it more with their second tweet yesterday. And then today, Jensen gets pulled into this. He could have easily dodged the topic or not talked about it, but he says basically the core thesis of everything we've been operating on is actually nonsense. Uh-oh. The exact quote here comes from the Cisco AI Summit in San Francisco. Quote from Jensen. There's this notion that software will be replaced by AI. It is the most illogical thing in the world. Are you kidding me? The thing that's been funding all of these VC bucks, all of the investment in your company for your chips, it's illogical. The vision that Sam Altman has sold me is not going to come true. Jensen, what are you doing? Back to the numbers. Here's what none of those CEOs will tell you. And this is why they're using all of this proactive language. This is a last ditch effort to see if they can fool the American public. Again, they think you're stupid and they can convince you with these tweets, these interviews, these words into thinking a different way, into gaslighting you that they didn't just 3 to 6 months say that AI is going to take all of your jobs, especially software engineering jobs. But the dirty secret is that AI infrastructure build out is far outpacing the demand, the ability to utilize, and the financial fundamentals and realities of that system. It's not working out, and they need you to believe that it is working out. Rapid fire numbers here. OpenAI, $20 billion projected revenue. They will not be profitable projected until 2030. Microsoft, $360 billion wiped out of their value last week. It is the second largest corporate decline in history for a company. And 45% of their backlog tied to OpenAI, which is failing. NVIDIA down 15% from their October high. They are below the 50-day moving average, depending on what hour you look at. And they have broken a couple of times the 200-day simple moving average as well. Bad sign for their technical fundamentals. And so what's happening is companies that were growth engines are now high risk, and Wall Street is concerned. They want their money now. Being invested in OpenAI right now is like having a subprime mortgage on your balance sheet in 2007. So everyone's going to say that going back to the NVIDIA OpenAI deal, that falling through was the match that caught this fire, but it's not really true. The kindling was already there. That just happened to be the catalyst that kicked it off. It could have been anything. It could have been this tweet on Monday. I am going to keep covering the bubble pop just like I've been doing since last fall when everybody called me a conspiracy theorist for covering these topics. I'm going to keep covering it. This is all being validated now as the markets start to decline. We're going to keep covering the earnings. We're going to stick with the facts. I'm going to tell you safe places or promising places to put your money as AI starts to crater. We have gained a huge subscribership over the past couple of weeks, so please let me know what content you're looking for and what's resonating with you. Thank you so much for watching. Please help the channel spread and share this with a friend.